Welcome to another episode of Rusted Rides. Today we are revisiting this OBS Chevy that we painted just about a year ago. We get into what went wrong with the paint job and discuss its troubled past. Let's get into it. So let's journey back in time. This is our friend Dean. Dean likes trucks. This is Dean's green OBS Chevy. Dean would tow things with his truck. And this is Dean's truck having a bad day.
Watch it roll.
Oh.
And that was Dean's girly moan. But who wouldn't sound like that watching their truck upside down? But Dean makes up for having a girly moan with skill and determination. Most of us would ask, is it even worth fixing? But when asked what he'll do, he said,
rebuild it. Just the way it was, brick for brick.
Then a little voice inside his head said,
Just the way it was, sir.
So the journey began. He gently disassembled the whole truck using specialty tools designed for disassembling vehicles. He then cleaned up the frame and gave it a nice coat of gloss black enamel rust paint. He found a donor truck with mostly good body panels and swapped that onto his freshly painted frame. And this is where the voice in his head started poking at him. So he swapped the suspension off a 2008 Ford F350 onto his 98 K25. But then a few more pokes from that voice in his head, and then bam! A 1998 Cummins 24-valve diesel found its way into the engine bay. He also found this bumper and thought, let's make it fit. So he cut it, resized all the bits, and welded it back together. Then came the bodywork. Dean sanded down the whole truck after fixing any rust the donor body had. He also sandblasted the door bottoms and the bottoms of the fenders to remove any surface rust. He then sprayed the whole truck down with black primer before sanding again to reveal any imperfections, high spots, or low spots. After a little body filler, he proceeded to prime and sand the truck like 3 or 4 times over. I don't know, maybe it was twice, I don't know. Reviewing the footage, I feel like all he did for months was sand this truck. Once he was happy with it, he called Cam. Cam then sprayed color on the truck, but it wasn't covering very well, so Dean rushed out and got another can mixed up. Multiple coats later, he hit it with 3 coats of clear, and the truck looked pretty good. But the next day, it looked less good. 3 days later, it really started looking not right. The paint seemed to look different on every body panel.
It's better out in sunlight. You definitely know the difference. You can see the difference. Inside, it's not as much, but you can see it even from the cab to the box, the door to the cab. They're all painted side by side by side.
But you see, the 2 gallons weren't mixed the same. And because this truck was painted disassembled, some panels got 2 coats of the bad stuff, 1 coat of the good stuff, and some panels got 2 coats of the good stuff and only 1 of the bad stuff. So everything seemed to just not match. And that brings us to today.
I get the glow plugs hooked up.
I think so. Well, it's the intake heater.
We're back on a Chevy you guys might remember a couple months back, actually almost a year ago, we painted this one and we were having coverage problems. It was the video titled $800 Mistake. And that video definitely lived up to its name, because as you can see, he has spent months and months. I don't know, he's not a body guy, so it took him, works
2
full
months
time.
after work.
2 months after work, he had to wet sand the whole thing down.
Then I reprimed the fenders, the hood, the gates, and I was pressure washed it all again. Yeah. I'm hoping.
So this is take 2. Nason single stage. If you remember even more videos back when I did the 68 Impala with single stage and then I clear coated over it wet on wet, he seen that car in person and thought that's what I want mine to look like. But we're running into this interesting thing. I told you about this before. He got the expensive final wipe and he's been trying to get these little grease spots out of it and they're not coming out.
I don't know what residue this is. It's out of the blowgun. So you can see all these little speckles. I've already wiped this with my final wipe and it will not remove it.
He's scrubbed it with the expensive final wipe. Look at this. He's already gone over this. See these little spots? Give her a squirt. Wipe it.
Doors on one stand.
Might as well make the video somewhat educational.
So it's just like that.
Let
It's
it
drying
dry.
off pretty quick. Alright, so now you can see it is gone. I literally was scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. You can see that one's still there. And that's with the proper final wipe.
That would have been a fisheye. Give it a squirt.
I guarantee it would have been. And I didn't want to use Windex. I wanted to use the proper stuff. And then I was a little greasy from my other truck. Had some undercoating on it. So when I was taping the roof, my side of my pants had a little grease on it, and that's the grease over here.
I don't know why the internet hates using Windex as final wipe. I've been using it. I haven't showed it on camera, but I've been doing it for about probably 5 months now. I haven't bought the proper final wipe. Well, you're gonna come over here. We'll show them what we're doing. This is Omni Primer. Like I said, we're gonna use Nason single stage as the base coat, and I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna get on it with clear coat to give it polishing capabilities. As for the rest of it, he blocked it out with 800. It was 800, right?
Yes. 600, then 800.
600, then 800. He didn't go through the clear coat. Same with the box. Bodywork looks good. Which brings us to, and people keep asking for the paint codes on these when they watch these videos and they like the color. So if you want to focus in, it's emerald green. I don't know how many variants there is. What's the code?
Emerald green metallic.
That's just the cost code. Where's the paint code?
It is actually code 177B.
General Motors, emerald green.
Yes.
And then we're gonna let it, like I said, we're gonna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna get on it with just one wet coat of Omni Clear, and then hopefully it doesn't fall on the ground. Just to give it, because it's got metallic, it gives it polishing capabilities. You go back and look at the 68 Chev, and I did a lot of wet sanding and polishing on it. It works good. A lot of people said it wouldn't work. It worked really good. So we're gonna get this shaken up, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, because Dean's got a lot of work into this. All right, so what we're gonna do, as you can see, there's a bunch of gray panels first. Those are the first ones I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a light coat, let it sit for a minute, maybe do a medium coat, then we're gonna walk away for about 15 minutes. Nice ringtone. And then, that's when the paint job's gonna begin. I'm gonna come out, then I'll just do 2 wet coats over the entire truck, stand back, make sure it looks nice and consistent, and then that's when we're gonna hit it with the clear. So, let's play around a little bit on these gray ones and see what it covers like. we got 2 coats on everything that had gray primer on it. It's looking pretty dark. We've waited about, what's it been? It's been 15 minutes.
About
What
that.
you don't want it to be lighter than the rest of it. So yeah, it's pretty much dry to the touch. So now we're just gonna go 2 even coats over everything, and yeah, hopefully it's all the same color when you roll it outside.
After the color was sprayed, Cam did just as he said, waited 10 minutes, and then began spraying clear coat. There were some camera troubles, so we don't have a ton of footage of the clear going on. After everything cured up, it was time for reassembly.
It's always so stressful putting the freshly painted panels on without scratching them, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially if you buy really good bushings, and yeah, they don't want to go in as easily as you hope.
Well, it's coming together. Once you get that hood latch on and that's down, like the hood's lined up good,
Yep.
the door's not interfering, and so far we haven't scratched anything. But I don't want to curse it because we sort of get the box on the other door, get them rubbers on.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
All right, I haven't been here for any of this, but these two have, and it is looking real good.
Well,
This is really nice, guys.
are you happier with it second time around?
It is better than a GM factory.
Yeah,
I have 98.
yeah. This is really good. Really good.
Finally, we got a real phone to record off of too. We've had a little bit of a filming disaster, like with the spraying process, a couple other things.
And I haven't been here at all.
Yeah, his phone malfunctioned, mine did. So we're really sorry. Like as far as the spraying process goes, the film quality is a little shot, but we did the best we could with it. Tried to get the point across.
I think the finished. Oh yeah. So okay.
That's what it turned out to be after it dried the last time we sprayed. And to top it off with the mix-up of the paint, somebody mixing it wrong, it really made it messed up.
Yeah.
At least now, it's all consistent. I am actually so happy. Like, you'll see the pictures of the other truck with the paint on it, and night and day different.
No, man, this is really sharp. So this is the.
What do you think? It actually turned out better than the 68.
Yeah, so the
Because-
Nason with clear right over.
Yeah, I ran more pressure on this one, and we let the single stage sit for 15 minutes this time.
Yeah.
So there's been no dieback. Like with the 68, there was a little bit of hazing here and there. I guess you'd call it solvent pop, because I might have got on it a little too quickly. And this one here, we gave it more flash time, the single stage. And then when we got on it with the clear, I don't know, we're 2 days later. We're two full days, and there's no dieback. There's no solvent pop. It looks. I don't even think he's not even gonna have to polish it. Are you gonna polish it?
Yeah, I'm gonna polish
No,
it.
you're not. You don't need to
I've
polish
this
it.
truck like 15 times.
Well, I'm finally convinced. I'm never ever using conventional base coat, clear coat again. This is far better.
Yeah, it's in the Nason with this.
It's a lot more money, but I mean, as far as straight out of the gun goes, you cannot argue with results. It just shove when you put it outside. You're not going to see the big.
Oh yeah, get your flashlight out here. Just do a little sparkle test.
Okay.
You got your.
Okay, focus camera. Yeah. Let's move it around a little bit. The camera's not focusing properly because it's like it doesn't know what to check.
And this paint's different as well, because you'll see it turn lighter green and darker green.
Yeah.
And that's just the style of the emerald green. It's dark green on overcast days, and then it's like a lighter green on a full sun.
Yeah. No, it looks really cool. I was saying when I first came in that like people are gonna drive by and thinking like, wow, that's a Survivor, that like original GM, and they're like, oh, that's not original GM. It just sparkles more. It looks deeper. But like you said, it is the GM paint.
Well, like you said before, we began painting the hood and the fenders and the tailgates. He did in gray primer, and the rest of it was already dark green that he just wet sanded off. So I had to put the extra coats of the color on those, but it's still emerald green. It fights a little bit, but it wasn't that bad.
Better than over the white primer.
Oh God, that was bad. No, if you go back and watch the first video with this, it was just an epic failure. I think we've actually put it in the title. It was an $800 mistake.
But this is amazing. I have no words really, because I've been waiting for this. Like, I've been going to my shop every day and looking at the truck and basically slamming the door. I was at the point where it's like, do I just rally it and just don't care? It was a nightmare, but now it's over, and yeah, this is beautiful. Thank you.
I'm going to say any time, but this is the last time I'm painting this one. You're on your own if you wreck it. Well, thanks for watching our 4-day adventure with Mr. Dean's Cummins powered Ford, Chevy, Hyperbreed, Frankenstein.
Lovely truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Stay tuned. In the springtime, we're going to go for a ride in it, and it's going to have the CN rail tires not on it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Next time.